special. Yeah, I've started.
Okay.
So you go get dressed, right?
I'm ready.
All right.
Do I need to do anything that fancy? Just shirt. Yeah.
Hi, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome back to Jack and Wealth. This is the new wealth. Now, you're feeling a little bit down. Where do we sit down?
Okay, yeah, it's cool.
No, we need to sit where me and your face can shoot
Okay.
together.
Yeah, it's cool then.
All right, but I need like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Is it possible?
It's
Then after 5 minutes, we'll start. People tend to come up after 5 minutes.
okay.
In your special ways. Or should we be talking till they come? When they come, now it's better now.
It's cool.
When they come, right?
Right.
All right. I'm looking a little bit like I've macheted.
Yeah.
Look at my shoulders.
You look cool. You just need a little bit more of relaxation. You've been working your ass lately.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now we can just start because even after I post the video, that's when it hits, it tires you and subscribers.
Okay, so we could start, right? Yeah.
All right. Today, okay, I'm going to bring you someone special, right? This is Clinton. He's an artist, yes,
Yeah.
an influencer, and what again are you?
I'm an influencer, I'm an artist.
Oh, you're an artist.
I speak the truth.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I do.
So we're going to be trying something different, which is relationship talks or marriage talks.
Yeah, relationship and marriage
Join together.
joined together.
All right. So what's the first one you're going to be talking about?
I'm going to be talking about marriage.
All right.
But all things being equal, you could not talk about marriage or you can't talk about marriage when you don't talk about relationships. Right?
So it's like a first thing first.
Okay, so we'll start with the relationship.
All right.
Yeah. My definition of relationship is two people coming together as one,
That's relationship.
having the same idea, goals, reasoning, perspective of life. That's why it's advisable when you want to enter a relationship. It's better to be with people that are like-minded like you, reason like you, so that you don't have issues. But sometimes everything don't really have to be perfect. There might be one or two things lacking. But what do you do when you come into someone's life? You try to make a positive impact. And in as much as you're making a positive impact in the person's life, the person should also make an impact in your life. Am I talking or am I communicating?
Communicating. It's not 5 minutes, but let's keep going.
Okay. So my own definition of relationship is two people coming together as one. But being to 2 or 3 countries in West Africa, it's gave me a different perspective from Nigeria,
Relationships in Nigeria.
relationship wise. I'm talking about Nigeria because I know most of the audience are from Nigeria. For you to be in a relationship with someone, starting from a lady, if you want to really be in something real, your first communication or your first appearance matters. But most people now in Nigeria, when it comes to the facts of being in a relationship, they make it transactional. That's why we don't really see love. Back in the 90s, 80s, 70s, that's the millennium, right?
Hi, welcome.
The millennium, right? You notice our fathers and mothers, when you give somebody a mango there and they see the value, you know that, okay, yeah, this guy struggled. Well, in Nigeria, I can give a lady 50K and I will tell you what they want to use 50K to do. But in this life, at times, it's good to cut your coats according to your fabric, not your size.
He said, what are we doing? All right. Welcome back. This is my brother, okay, Clinton. So he's talking about relationships. Why the different versions of relationship in the Gen Z relationship and the millennium relationship. Why relationships don't last and why relationships do last. Right? The ups and downs of relationships.
Yeah, thank you, Welts.
Yeah.
Can I proceed?
Yeah, go.
Okay. Yeah, in life, you have to cut your coat according to your fabric. And there's nobody that is a king of money. It's just the mindset. You can be poor today and become a millionaire in 5 years or a billionaire in 5 years. Look at most people that became wealthy in the year 2024, 2025. As far back as 2020, most of them didn't even have where to sleep. But in life, you have to be determined to get there. Sometimes God make people date to have experience in life. If somebody can be down for you when you don't have, I promise you, my fellow brother or sister, because it's not only man, you can still have your destiny helper from meeting the right partner that is a woman. Grace can fall on anybody's head. Do you get me?
Sure.
So, as a man, if you are with somebody that is not there or is not supporting you emotionally, mentally, the person stresses you, it's advisable to be single and get your shit. In African society, what you guys don't really know is that no matter you run away from it, the male is the sole provider.
Sure.
And if you are a man and you can't provide, you automatically lose your respect, no matter how loved you are. So why spending or why making financial plans? Always try to make that decision sometimes on your own. Sometimes if you need a third party, but you don't really need a third party to make that decision. Just make sure the person you're with grows you mentally, physically, emotionally, the person should be available. And when you also make it to that height, because anybody can be successful, you could be with a girl now, tomorrow she blows up. You could be with a man, tomorrow he blows up. Always have that mentality. You don't have to switch because there's nothing really in the streets.
Sure. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You were saying something that relationship, for some people are correctly active. Relationship in the millennial seasons and the Gen Z seasons now,
Yeah.
they are different.
They are different.
But why?
Millennial is far better because I think there was no civilization and exposure. During the millennium, that is the 90s, the 80s, 70s, the 60s, during the millennium, you will see somebody that will give you a mango fruit or tangerine or orange. You see the woman value it, and you can also see someone buy you ice cream. You will see the value. But now, if you should buy someone ice cream does not pay the bills. The mentality now in this generation is if you can't foot bills, there's no reason why you should be in a relationship. And that thing has taken over the mentality of most people in Nigeria. Everybody would not be rich in this life, and everybody wants people. But it's the ability to take chances. If the person you are in love with or the person you love, it's all about money, and the person does not really love you. You just have to just focus on yourself. Sometimes you just need to break up and focus on yourself. Try to grow. Try to make a name for yourself. Sometimes there might be love, but money can really spoil a lot of things. That's why you hear when they say money is the root of all evil.
Sorry.
Money solves most problems. No problem. Yeah. Now let's talk about marriage. You know, marriage has a different perspective from relationship. Relationship, you see a boy and a girl, they date. Sometimes most of them don't date with the plan of marrying. They just date for experience. I don't know if any of you guys fall into that category, but sometimes you don't really have to date for marriage. But it is good to date for marriage. But what are the key items a guy used to propose to a lady, or what are the key things that a man will see and say, okay, yes, this lady will be my woman for real? The first thing is a man needs a backbone, and marriage is not a financial contract. Marriage is partnership. You people can grow from 0 to hero, from 0 to 100. I can still give you past relationships that have gone like that. That is if you really need one. Yeah. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? It's Rocky. Yeah. So marriage is different from relationship, like I said. Marriage is more like a partnership between two people. But I see in Nigeria now, in this our it's not even Nigeria, worldwide, the amount of divorce or the divorce rate is more than 50% or 60%. You see people get married after 2, 3 years, 4 years, the marriage crash. Marriage is just like, okay, two people that are not perfect, they come together to become perfect. That is, no matter your imperfection, that is, you're not perfect, you have your flaws, and your partner knows your flaws, knows your red flag, and you also know the red flag of the person you're with. It's the ability to know, can you take this thing in marriage? Because most people, they are being blinded by, okay, in the aspect of a woman, is a rich man, he can take care of me, even if it's this, he's arrogant, he talks to me anyhow. You guys overlook it. Why? Because he has money. And most people mentalities, when there's money, no matter anything, they will not be wrong, or they will not see wrongs. If you can entertain bullying in a marriage because the person is rich, what you start now, no, is a lifetime something. It's a lifetime commitment. It's not something you start and run. Imagine having a first marriage failed, second marriage failed, third marriage failed. Think about what that will bring. Just think about what it will bring to your personality. It won't be nice. That's why it's better to fix your life. Even as a man, there's nothing wrong in getting married at 35. Just fix your thing. The thing you should put in your head is that you don't compromise. Being a man, if you once you can't provide as a man, they see you as a weak man. Don't make that mistake. I know things might be hard, but one thing you should know is that when things are hard, always have a supportive partner.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Now it's time for question, okay?
Okay.
You've been talking about marriage and how
Yeah.
it's been. But from the look of things, I want to ask you, there are two people's perspective when it comes to marriage.
Okay.
Some people is we go die there. Some people is like, okay, when you bridge it, we're going to lead it.
Okay.
So which one do you think is the best one? We go die there marriage or?
Yeah, I love this your question.
Because it's very
which I'm going
important
to
too.
answer.
A lot of people die in marriages.
Very, very.
A lot of children suffer from
They
divorce.
stomach trauma from domestic violence from
Yes,
their
ma'am.
parents.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
that's true. So back to what I was saying. Let me
So
tell you
you get
something.
married.
At times, it's good to date somebody for at least a minimum or have that courtship. There's what they call courtship visits. Stay under the roof of a man. Or
Can I
stay together. You don't need to be in the
Can I
under
say
the roof of a
something?
man.
Can I say
Yeah.
something? See, listen. No matter how you date a man for 5, 6, 7 years, men are promiscuous in nature. They will hide whatever they feel like is going to give them that red flag to leave. They don't mind hiding it. And as soon as you get married, what happens? You unleash the beasts that have been hiding. Hi, Nandi. He said, is it my friend?
Okay.
Okay, his name is Clinton. So we're talking about marriage talks. Welcome, Nandi.
Okay.
We're talking about marriage talks, relationship-wise, stuff like that.
So back to what I will answer your question. You said men are promiscuous in nature.
So
right?
is it a do or die affair? Once you
Okay.
get married and you find out that the marriage is not working for you, domestic violence is there, children are involved, mental health is there. What is the next move? Should you leave or should you do the die there marriage type?
Okay. First of all, before you get married to someone, I think it's advisable, even if it's just a year, stay in the same roof with the person. I think from 0 to 6 months, you will see certain red flags. Because what most people don't know is that they see the red flags before getting married and they ignore. Why some people, they just marry a total stranger, just believing that, okay, when they get to the marriage, they will fix things
As you
and
get better.
things will get better. No. The person you're getting married to is not a regular person. The person is a partner to you. A person you're going to run a future with. A person you're going to train your children with, right? So I think sometimes it's good to be with the person or stay under the same roof with the person so that you would know the person's character. No matter you hide, there will be certain red flags
And you think that, okay.
you would see.
But you know that majority of the red flag comes inside marriage.
They
not
come
so-
inside marriage.
So what, you have not
Okay.
still answered the
I
question.
would answer your question. I'm saying something.
Alright.
So if you get to a marriage now, for example, maybe you guys got married after 1 year or 2 years of marriage. You guys are always having conflicts, having different issues, especially when a child is involved. You guys are quarreling every day. You say the man is being promiscuous. Okay, have you asked yourself, did you guys really understand each other? You know, sometimes they say rules and regulations are there to guide people, right? People should know your do's and don'ts. If possible, because people will be like, it's crazy, it's funny. It's better to even document it and just place it by the side of your bed. If you wake up, you guys will see it. Sometimes you guys have to really communicate and understand things. If you watch Big Brother House, they are always 20 or 20 something in number. They are always chaos, they fight. It's not easy cohabiting with people. Do you understand me? When you cohabit, people will do things that will get you angry.
Sure.
It's just like marriage, it's like two people cohabiting together. When you now give birth to children, it multiplies, right? Or it adds. So you guys have to know that marriage is all about imperfection, not perfection. You guys have to understand your flaws, work on your flaws. If it's too much for you, you can involve a counselor. Sometimes people say, I don't want to take my marriage issues outside. I don't want to take my marriage issues outside. That is one thing that leads to a divorce. You don't need to tell your family members, don't make that mistake. Because maybe you feel like, okay, I don't need to take your linear outside. You could meet somebody private that you know, okay, yes, this is an older person. This person counsels people in marriage. Say your problem you have with your partner. Let your partner say their problems. I think the counselor will be in the position to solve a little of it. Yeah, thanks for joining. Yeah. The counselor would. And if you see the counselor cannot, okay, let me tell you, marriage is not a do or die affair. Do you know why I said it's not a do or die affair?
That particular point.
That would be my question.
That's the point I've been trying to hit.
Because before you guys got married, you guys were one stranger, right? And when you guys have misunderstanding or turn enemies, you guys go back to being that same stranger, right? So marriage is not a do or die affair. When you know your value is not placed or where you are not respected properly, when you try to discuss or dialogue and the person does not see reasons to respect that boundary or space, I think it's advisable to walk away from the marriage, no matter how long. There's nothing more important.
Then the children suffer.
There's nothing more important than the peace of mind.
Nandi said, I have a girlfriend. Nandi said, okay.
Okay, let me read. A girlfriend that once tried to stab me. Okay, I have a girlfriend that once tried to stab me. We broke up. After a few years, she's back and wants us to marry, saying she has changed. What do you think? Okay, Nnamdi, I love your question. I'm going to answer that. Let me tell you something.
Wow.
Domestic violence is a thing, and once it starts, for you to change that person's mentality is very hard. For you to change a human being is not easy. It's the same thing like nurturing a kid. Do you get me? So if somebody has tried to stab you before, I don't know the condition of your relationship currently, but I think it's advisable not to marry her because you have to protect yourself. It's not when you are dead and when your family misses you. You would now realize life. Okay, I don't know if she has changed. She might be really changed. But don't you think you should maybe offend her and try to get a reaction from her? So that you will see if she's really changed or not, like she said. You could still test her patience. Do the same thing that made her want to stab you before if you will not get stabbed. So my brother, I love you so much. And I know your family loves you more. Please.
And God loves you most.
And God loves you most. Please, if anybody has tried to stab you before,
run.
Carry your slippers and run faster than you say.
Oh, more.
Thank you.
I will not lie. Please wait. There are some relationships that tend to be violent. But to the extent of stabbing, I've seen it in video. They stabbed each other, the knife was there, they came to video them. The person has gone. The person is a goner. There's nothing you want to do that can ever bring back life. Yeah. So there's nothing you should do that should threaten your existence. I don't know, but check her background. She's not even married and she's stabbing. If she get married, what would she do?
Okay, sometimes you could go to the girl's village and still make inquiry. Try and know one or two things about her.
Those days,
Try to
can I
make
tell
sure
you
she's
something?
changed.
Can I tell you something? Do you know why they used to check villages those days? Because women were living in villages. Or their mother, their father, they were living in villages. But now, we tend not to live in villages.
Okay, go to the area she wants lived.
God bless
Let me
you.
just use it like that.
Check her ex.
Or
Check
try.
her ex.
You don't really need to check her ex because her ex might not really say anything positive. I'm trying to give her a fair chance here. Just go to the neighborhood where she stayed before.
Do you know I say check her ex?
Ask one or two random people. The ex might not be truthful.
Okay, wait. Do you know I say she check her ex? If you check her ex and check her other ex, without her even being aware, they will tell you something that you've seen but you've neglected.
Right?
I'm telling you, they will tell you something that you've seen but you've neglected. Now you're not coming to them as per se you're the new boyfriend. You can come to them as per se you just want to make inquiries about this girl.
Even if you make even if you want to make an inquiry, an ex is someone that
knows that person more than
knows the person, but don't you think the ex will not be fair?
I
prefer to meet somebody that knows her. Maybe a friend will be better than meeting an ex. An ex or someone who never want to say something positive.
But that's stabbing issue.
No bad blood, but if somebody has once stabbed you before, please. She do have visions of us being married. She said she do have visions of us being married. She does see visions. Is she a pastor? Joseph the dreamer. Do you know the best thing for you, my bro? I'm not discouraging you. If you feel she's changed and you want to marry her, it's still your choice to make. Do you get me? But I think you should do a background check on her. Try to go to her former neighborhood and try to know things about her before entering that journey marriage. Because marriage is not easy. If you should cut your neck, you would rather be single and be happy. Or wouldn't you like to be like Timini at 40? Look at him, no stress, fresh. If you know she's good for you, you could marry her. But if she's not good, try and make. Hey, you look like an undiscovered disease. Wow. Don't be an hater, man. The growing garden 06. Don't be an hater. I'm trying to educate you and share more light. But if you be an hater, you will be one of those people that say, I die known. And my die known is the last comment of a fool, according to Gege. If you come here again, I will beat your head. I go. Yeah, I'm back. He says, sorry, bro, I was mean. No problem. It's love and light. I don't beef my fellow guy. I'm not a woman that beef. It's love and light. But I'm trying to educate people. I'm trying to make people see. Don't be a simp for anyone. If the love is real, it will be there. Don't make it transactional. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to let people know. No matter the amount of money you give to someone, if they don't like you, you don't force it. Give someone that you know that is deserving your money. Don't give somebody your money because you know the person is beautiful or the person is this. Give somebody your money because you know the person is deserving of it. That is what I want you to know. Then marriages, as a man, love your wife. Yeah, cheating is a common thing in marriage. That is the male part, especially in the female. They do cheat more now these days. It's just that they are more organized than the male version. So love your wife. They say women be submissive to your husband. And if you are not submissive, your husband can't love you. Highest, you will go and meet a side piece that will be submissive to him. No matter anything anybody tells you about your marriage, don't mind them, especially single people. They want to spoil it because they are not happy and they don't want you in that same condition. I want you to understand that. I want you to know that as a man, it's your responsibility to make your home financially organized. So it does not matter the age you get married. Do you get me? But don't make love or marriage transactional. If you know that this is your partner and this person cannot stay with you when you don't have money, maybe you've lost money before and the person left and you had money, the person came back and you are about to reach the bridge of marriage, my brother, please run. Are you hearing me? Somebody that cannot be with you when you don't have, when you still be in that marriage part, the person will still run when you are broke.
Rest now.
So back to what I'm saying. Yeah.
Can I say something now?
Yeah, it's a free word.
All right. He said something when I asked him that if you enter into a marriage and maybe you don't like the person's character has literally changed from who you used to know to who you don't know anymore. Who you do know to who you don't know anymore. Now I said, can you break out? You said yes. But can we be logical? You don't know. If it were to be a family of yours, maybe your sister, your brother, their partner said want to leave them, will you give them the same advice?
Let me tell you something.
Be honest.
I will be 100% belongs to you or with you. Let me use that word. Marriage is something that two people become one. But in a situation when you are not in that space or your mental health is at risk, it's advisable to pull out. You know Pastor Chris, right? Is he married? It does not mean that he doesn't love his wife or he's going to meet another woman. Don't make that mistake. But the reason why I think he divorced his wife or his wife divorced him, I don't know who divorced each other, is because of that mental space. You don't have to make your marriage a toxic one. You don't have to be clean 100%. You have a partner. You have a life outside marriage. You have to make money. You have to grow. You people have kids to train. You people have to create an example and a role model to the society. Why there should be need for marriage. Do you know that in this generation, I see the possibility of marriage in 30% success and 70% failure. Do you know why? This generation, they don't really love. It's all about material things. Love is being rented. People don't really love each other now. People love how you make them feel. People love what you can offer. People love the position you are in. People love your status. People love your personality. But gone are those days. Can't you see somebody now? You like this person, but the person has a bad personality. Try to make the person change for you. Try to make the person grow for you. You see a future. If you see somebody like me now, for me to choose a partner now, if inside 100% I see 60% or 50% good and 50% flaws, I think I will take you and I'll work on those flaws or try to shape you to like match the aesthetics.
Remember, it's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but somebody that loves you and you love the person back, I think the person will be willing to change for you. I've seen people change for people because of love. I've seen people try to be a better person because of the one they love.
But sooner or later they will break, they will crack, their character will come out.
Should I give you an example?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me give you an example of someone. They are real women. I love women because women are like gifts from God. They are there to complement a man's life. Imagine being a man, you have all the money, have all the status in this world, and you don't have a woman. In as much as women or men offend each other, or human beings, we still need one another, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't think love should be bought, but in this generation, love is being bought and rented.
I want to tell you something. Do you know why relationship is different from marriage?
Why?
In relationship, you can be like, okay, this is what I'm going to call it off.
Okay.
No strings attached, just everything goes off. Okay. But in marriage, it gets to the point like it becomes a deep hole. Where have you ever seen a swamp where you're trying to sing but your feet cannot reach the ground? It becomes a deep hole. There are strings attached. When I mean strings, I don't even mean feelings. I mean real beings attached. The families of the lady, the families of the man, the children. Everything gets involved in marriage, but relationship is very easy. You can walk away in relationship, and guess what?
Have you seen? Yeah.
Nobody will know.
True. But if you walk away in marriage, it's public. That's the difference because you guys married in public. There's a difference in a relationship. You can date somebody for 3 years and still keep things private.
I'm telling you, nothing will show. Nothing will
will
spoil.
show outside in the media. But the moment you decide to marry someone, you should know that, oh, no, this step I'm taking, I should be mentally ready. I should have that mental space. Because your partner is going to definitely offend you. But how can you tolerate or how can you understand that, okay, yes, this is marriage? People will try to piss you off. People will try to be nosy in your business. How do you manage your own financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually? Are you the type that pray? Are you the type that pray to God when you have one or two difficulties? Or do you just leave your husband to figure things out?
Even Pastor Ye claimed that there is a pastor, he still loves his marriage.
Yeah, he did.
Sometimes it's not that about
marriage is not guaranteed. You could see somebody married for 20 years and they break up after 21 years. There's something that is constant in life, which is change. Yes. You can know your partner for the first 10 years of your life.
Thank you.
And in the 11th year, there will be something called infidelity. One of the person.
And then the crack starts.
And there's a crack. You can be shocked, you've dated 5 years in the relationship and you can come married for 10 years. That is 15 years of knowing each other. And in the 16th year, there will be an infidelity from one of the partners. So something you should know in marriage is that you have to grow and evolve. You have to communicate because communication is key. When you have the issue with your partner, try to settle it. Try to not make it deep because there are many sharks or wolves outside that are ready to devour and scatter what you guys have. You don't throw away 15 years or 16 years of something just because of it.
Should we talk about politics?
If that's too violent. We're talking about marriage. Well, we'll talk about politics. If that's cool. Well, like now in Nigeria.
Politics, right?
Yeah, political wise. In Nigeria now we are in a state of I don't really know the word to use. We're in a very, very ramshackle state. We are in a state of destruction. Sorry to use that word. Government has failed us. Individuals are now giving individual jobs. For you to be a rich man now in Nigeria, you have to be internet inclined, not just business inclined. You have to be internet inclined. It's in Nigeria you see most people turn to content creators. Why? The hardship in the country is too much.
Is that why you speak that?
Individuals give individuals job to survive. Governments don't give individuals job to survive. There's 3 types of economy. We have the capitalist economy, we have the socialist economy, and we have the mixed economy. And the kind of economy we practice in Nigeria is mixed. We are supposed to see, the government are supposed to be concentrating on building the nation. But do you know what's funny? Should I tell you what's funny? This so-called government or the Nigeria you are hearing of, it's not the country. It is the people that makes up Nigeria. It is the people that is making Nigeria look bad. I promise you. The people are actually making Nigeria look bad, like for real. Imagine in a country of 250 million people, we don't have more than 5% that are very wealthy and 10% that are just rich. So we have 15% of elites and 85% of masses. The masses are poor. Nigeria is among the top 5 countries in the world with the poorest citizens. The currency is diminishing. They are taking more loans. What are they doing in the country? The truth is that we ourselves are the cause of our problems in Nigeria. Imagine a politician now steal over $20 million or $30 million. Inside that money now, they can buy an influencer that has big yash, a car of 400 million. The influencer will come out online and say, "Thank you, Lord, God did." She doesn't have to stress herself. She has a big yash to really proof for it.
It's still awesome, my brother.
Yeah, you say men marrying bad women and good women marrying bad men. But my brother, that's really true. That's really true. Yeah, it's just karma sometimes in life.
There needs to be a balance. So
There have to be a balance, exactly. Just like she said, there have to be a balance. So back
they'll
to
never
what?
be married.
Yeah, good women. So the truth is that sometimes it's good to stay with your partner for at least a year before marrying the person, so that you would know, you will see those red
But I'm
flags.
telling you that we see it, but we listen. The red flags are there, but they multiply the moment marriage gets involved. You might see 2 or 3. You don't get what I'm saying.
I do. But change is always constant, like I said.
See, I will say something. If anybody wants to get married today, there are 3 things you have to get in mind. Number 1, this person is going to change. Number 2, this person is going to be hell of a life.
Yeah.
Then finally, will I divorce the person? Just know that your partner will become opposites.
That's true.
I'm telling you, your partner will become opposites.
That's true. So back to the political.
Even in women, the way they appear, okay, women are usually slim before marriage. After marriage, they become fat, gullible, and unmovable. So
that is because most men in Nigeria believe they can die. They just want to provide. Yeah, I want to provide, but I want my partner to grow.
Sorry, I got you back to the topic.
Yeah, I just want to say a few things before going back to the politics.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, you don't have to kill yourself. Marriage is partnership. Most men believe they just want their woman to be a sit-at-home wife.
They have their reasons now.
You believe that if you go outside or your wife is going walking, that they will eye. Let me tell you something. I would give you the opportunity to cheat, and if you cheat, I won't forgive you. We don't forgive where we are. We don't take rubbish. That's the truth. We don't forgive from our side. So if you want freedom to live your life, I will give you freedom. But once you mess up, don't come back running to me or crying.
I think.
But most men believe they want to carry the load. They don't want their woman to be outside. They don't want their woman to grow because other men will see them. Grow because it's good for the children to experience love from both parents. Now who gets now if you provide? But African mentality, the man has to work his ass and die young and leave properties. Just to work and be stupid.
But that was the millennium that their marriage tends to last more than this Gen Z.
As a man, you have to be a hard worker, yeah. You have to be good, but don't let your partner be lazy. Because when they are lazy, they get their attention from men. They don't have anything they are doing, so they have to chat. And maybe go and meet them in the hotel. But when you have something done, you have a vision, you want to be a global icon, you want to create something meaningful, you want to create an impact or legacy, those things will become the least of your drive. So back to politics.
Back to politics. So we're moving into politics. There are some lights and sharing.
So I was saying something before. You see, our money in this country, why Nigeria is a problem, is just because of about 500 people or 600 people in this country. That's turning the country upside down.
I'm telling you. They might not even be up to that system.
Politicians, imagine somebody steal millions of dollars. They still spend their money on top women. I'm telling you the truth. Most of the influencers you see, yeah, some of them work their money. But most of them, they just have a light sex and they just buy expensive toys. But who am I to blame? It's your grace speaking for you or your body speaking for you.
Whether it's Nigerian women.
So the truth is that we ourselves in Nigeria were the cause of. Okay, imagine I should speak coming to Nigeria the other day. Instead of Nigeria to show their culture and their talent, right? They were taken into expensive clubs, trying to show him girls in Lagos. Okay, I don't know if he's hearing this thing, but next time you want to come to Nigeria, I think you should visit the East, try some egusi and fufu.
That's what they usually do.
Visit Oyo, try some amala and ewedu.
Try.
And visit maybe Kano and Kaduna. What did we eat in Hausa land?
There is Masa.
Masa. So if you want real out of culture, don't come to Lagos or Abuja. You need to go to a city full of culture. Go to the Benin Kingdom. They will show you what is culture. Go into the Oyo Kingdom. Go to Osun. They will show you ancient artworks. Lagos is the center of excellence. It's where things happen. The nightlife, where the celebrities base, and so many things. Do you get? So back to what we're saying. Nigeria now, the people will give job to the people. Government has failed us. Why? Because if the country gets better, most politicians won't get rich again. That's the problem. They won't be able to fund the lifestyle of those influencers again. I'm telling you the truth.
You believe the poor.
That is where our finance are going to. They're going. You will see somebody that is just 21 or 22 doing plastic surgery of 30 million in the ass. She knows she's going to make that money.
Can I say something? I don't think it's the Nigerians' fault. Do you know why?
It's
Whether
not their fault.
Nigerians make it or not, Miami girls will do it.
Exactly, it's not their fault. But I'm just trying to tell you where our money is going. They don't really carry Miami girls like Lagos. You see that Lagos where you see so they get bodies, not really same at times. So they use our money to. You see a body of 24 years driving a car of 400 million. Even what our ancestors worked, or our great ancestors worked all their life. They could not even make quarter of that money.
Interview them. You know they'll tell you that they suffered for it.
The suffering is the doggy.
I can't do it. Now it's easy.
No, I can't do that.
Exactly.
I can't bend.
So let's appreciate
I'm not
them.
money crazy because I can make money.
But I'm going to be biased with this stuff. Listen, they are working their ass out.
By,
they don't even work.
By doing doggy.
Hey, working.
Now why our country no go fit grow like this?
You don't blame the person that is receiving. You blame
if a person I know say they say make I link am up, make them give am doggy, give am money, I go link am up.
And you go collect your percentage.
Yes, na country wey don spoil don spoil.
They said when Nigeria is not favoring you, you say hi, welcome there.
Hi.
When Nigeria is not favoring you, or when the country is not favoring you, you say the country is corrupt. But when it's favoring you, you say you have connection.
Exactly. And in Nigeria now, in the states where if you insult a rich man, you will be detained or arrested. So it's what they call cyberbullying.
Do you have any, like, if someone should ask you, okay, so far so good, you've been in Nigeria, like majority, like literally most of your life. Do you have any suggestion to make the country better or to move?
There are so many things to make the country better, but if you want to make Nigeria better, you might get killed. So Nigeria cannot be better.
Okay, at least just contribution. Okay, let me tell you something that India and Ghana did. India, when they were, okay, yes, they are very populated, okay, no doubt, but they have resources, right? Now, what they did is...
Should I tell you one of the problems we have in Nigeria?
The solution, we're looking for solution.
Do you know one of the solutions we have in Nigeria?
What is that?
They should stop focusing on only Lagos. Lagos is one of the problems we have in Nigeria. I love Lagos. Shout out to Lagos. No bad energy. Much love. That's why I grew up for 15 years of my life. Yeah, K2 to be precise. But Lagos is one of the problems in Nigeria. I believe that more work and production is being centered in Lagos. And Lagos is a very small city in Nigeria. A very small city.
It's the smallest.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, Lagos is one of the smallest cities in Nigeria, like I said. So it's one of the problems we're having in Nigeria. If you go to Lagos and you want to rent an apartment in Lagos, you'll be hearing 2.5, 5 million, 7, 8, 9 million. So back to what I was saying. Lagos is one of the problems we have in Nigeria. I think so much attention is being given to Lagos and they are neglecting other cities in Nigeria. What makes Lagos more expensive than any other state or Abuja more expensive than any other place in Nigeria is just the star power. What would make you want to pay 7 million for a duplex in Lagos rather than paying a 3 million duplex in Asaba? Try and calculate. It's just the people living in that city. Even the Igbos living in that city. If you go to Lagos, it's so filled up. You could not get a very decent property there. Most of the properties you see are compound that you just park only a car or 2 cars there. You cannot even park more than 2 cars in your compound. Because why? Everybody wants to live in Lagos. Everybody wants to live in Lagos. Lagos is busy. So one thing is that they should stop putting attention in only one city. I think they should also, maybe places like Port Harcourt, they should also make those places have star powers. Do things. Big people should do investments that will worth it. It's not like Lagos is finer than some cities in Nigeria. Maybe just the island part like Banana Island, Parkview, Lekki, and stuff like that. Oh, much love from London. Yeah, I love you. Yeah, I love you guys. Yeah, so Nigeria is really down economically. And the problem is that currencies are diminishing. Everything is getting expensive. People are really suffering and people are in hardship. I just pray that God really helps or intercedes or touches the heart of the people doing bad. It's only in Nigeria you will see terrorism, which is a big issue. Imagine making your money trying to run to UK or run to America when you have Nigeria. It's so painful. The reason why most people travel is because they don't feel safe anymore in the country. Some travel for other reasons. But shout out to everyone that has been through the journey. And we pray that Nigeria will become great again. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm available for a while. Feel free to. Yeah, thanks. Akanifabunu. Thank you. God is really going to help us in this country. I just hope. If you guys have any question for me, I'm available for your questions before we proceed. Yeah. Words. Yes. Can I have you in the scene? Okay, come on. Yeah. Do I drink? Yeah. I drink occasionally, not all the time. I only drink when I celebrate. There should be a reason for drinking. But as a man, you should always have one thing you do. Just know that. It's either you party, you drink, you smoke, or maybe you just watch football. There must be something you do as a guy. But me, I drink occasionally, not all the time. I only drink when there's a reason for celebration. My God, yeah. I'm checking for you.
Don't worry, this will ask me to. Thank you so much for joining, okay?
Yeah.
No more than I'll share the views and the comments maybe. My God, we walk it up. So God is having you as a host.
Yeah.
One thing I know. One thing I'm sure about. My God, we work it out. God, if I leave now, this voice, I'm not telling myself is the words. My God, we work it out. My God, we work it out. One thing I know, one thing I'm sure about. My God, we work it out. 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 See, one thing I know, one thing I'm sure about. My God, we work it out. My God, we work it out. My God, we work it out. One thing I know, one thing I'm sure about. My God, we work it out. My God, we work it out. My God, we work it out. 'Cause one thing I know, and one thing I'm sure about. My God, we work it out. My God, we work it out. My God, we work it out. One thing I know, one thing I'm sure about. My God, we work it out. All right, that was a section. We just finished a section with Clinton talking about marriages and how or what it takes to be married, what it takes to stay married, what it takes to be in a relationship, what it takes for marriages to last. Like literally, recently, marriages don't last, relationship just go nowhere. You get upset 21 years, and yet after that, still in divorce, still end up in divorce. I don't know, but I don't really know if there's a certain way to go about. One thing is sure, yes, that forgiveness makes a difference. Do you get? I think I'm just like shedding more light to what he has said. Forgiveness. But I don't know how long people can forgive. Like they forgive today, they forgive tomorrow. You know, sooner or later, people might get fed up. People might get tired. They'll be like, you know what, cut this off. But a good recipe to making a marriage, forgiveness, and also considering the parties involved. It's okay. That's it. My God, we will. Do you know they asked a woman of 30 years old? She's sorry, 30 years anniversary. What has kept her marriage going on for long? No, she said. She said forgiveness. Hi, Daniel Kumiyi, right? Welcome. She said the. He said forgiveness. No, not here. Like she said, what kept her marriage or what have been keeping her marriage going is forgiveness. Like if you keep forgiving,
Yeah.
that way you won't have grudges. Do you get what I'm saying?
But you know there's certain things they could forgive you do.
But
Just
ask,
put that
ask,
point.
ask anybody in 30 years marriage. They are forgiving things that we can say we not forgive.
Things like
Everything. Cheating, like dishonesty, even physical abuse. I'm telling you. Just stay married alone, eh?
that's why the word marriage is compromise.
It's forgiveness.
But for my own part, I can't forgive certain things.
That's what you say. That's what you will say until you get into it.
Right?
Yes, now.
So
Do you
for
think they also say the same thing too? It's
yeah,
just, until they got into it now and they had no other choice.
I did hear you.
Daniel, how far? You're just joining. We've talked a lot about marriages, relationships, stuff like that. So it's back to singing time. My God, we walk it out. My God, we walk it out. One thing I know, one thing I'm sure about. My God, we walk it out. My God, we walk it out. My God, we work it out. 'Cause one thing I know, and one thing I'm sure about. My God, we. My God, we work it out. You have started your own, right? Drop it back. One thing I know, drop it back. One thing I'm sure about. So my God, we work it out. You're singing songs. Oh, why? To you, right? My God, we work it out. My God, we work it out. 'Cause one thing I know, and one thing I'm sure about. My God, we work it out. I don't care about the negative comments you give. You won't stop my song. My God, we work it out. My God, we work it out. Hi, Mohammed. 'Cause one thing I know, and one thing I'm sure about, is that my God, we work it out. Where from? Hi, Mohammed. Where are you connected from? One thing I know, one thing I'm sure about, is You see what I'm saying? You don't want to stay one place. You've started dragging that thing again. Hmm? Settle down, okay? One thing I know, one thing I'm sure about. Don't drag anything again, okay? Mr. My God, you get out. My God, you get out. Tanzania. Hello, Mohammed. Mohammed from Tanzania. Thank you so much for connecting to my live stream. Welcome to Jack&wealth. This is your host, Wealth. Who on the taco? Alright, so joining again.